Yeah, Griffin's been so just calm. You know, he's really managed his energy so well. It's such a good heat, this one. Griff really showed a lot of strategy animal in that last heat against Kanoa.
Here we go.
Here we go. Game on.
Griffin Colapinto is going to get things started here in the semi-finals up against Miguel Pupo. He throws that rotation, something he's been able to execute quite easily in the most difficult of winds, but on this occasion that gusting breeze gets the better of him.
Agree, the opposite way early on in the event window, and it was really helping the way the board stick to the surface feet as we look at the stone and wood replay. Slow-mo here, you see Griff just takes to the air and that board just starts fluttering underneath his feet. Here's Miguel Pupo.
Yeah, Miguel, speed float, lands on his toes and gets up into the pocket and just annihilates the lip, not once but twice, now carving back, adding the extras. Good mix-up between moves, and that is going to win him the opening exchange here. Impressive stuff from the Brazilian vet. Just under 20 minutes to go and this semi-final has come to life.
It really is, I still see it as an advantage for the goofy footers. They can kind of square up. Big projection, speed float down the line. They just come right up vertical in the pocket, and he does two of those in a row. And Borno, the difference on that backhand is the tightness of radius of the arc that you can do on your backhand versus the forehand. You've got to extend the line out a little bit further, but having that motion where you kind of come up and you do that figure eight path, keep it nice and tight, and really good vision here. You can see Miguel just drifting the fins a little bit on those two wallops through the inside section. And that's that moment there that I'm talking about. That tight pivot off the lip, really high up in the wave, comes straight back on the heel side rail again, and that moment right there shifts the weight back forward onto the front foot to get that little sliding moment with the tail, and then carves through that third turn, brings it all the way in, and just hammer time on this final section. And again, that really tight pivoting motion.
Has taken some falls in his earlier heats as well, so we'll see if he can rebound. And Pupo backing up that excellent score, Rich.
Oh, wow. Look at that, that second turn and the third. Oh, it just overcooks it slightly.
A trademark Richard Cram frontside carve in celebration of Lisa. But there we go, Miguel kicking out of this one. Still looking for that big second score. Very different situation to his previous quarterfinal heat where he just had the momentum early, but he did get this one during the break, Vaughan.
Yeah, flying down the line. This is not the wave that he was after by the looks of things, but he'll get the big air rev, and he doesn't get the make. Just had nothing steep in the face at all, so a real tough one for Griff there.
And then Miguel got himself into the action as well here, Rich.
Yeah, so Miggy starting to wind up on the backhand again. Just a little bit of texture and foam on the face of this one, but Miguel just, again, seamlessly finds these beautiful moments on the wave.
Pretty slow lineup here. Adriano de Souza won the event in 2013. Here goes Griff. That wind seems to have laid down a little bit. And Colapinto goes to work on the rail a couple of times here. Driving up into the bowl again. Ripping through another nice, clean rail turn. And now looking for a bit more impact down the line.
Griffin's best score. Let's have a look at the replay here. Gets nice and low. Beautiful.
That is sick.
Opening hack. Just a full tilt carve, and he backs it up with another one. So to this point, he is extracting every point out of this wave, and then just does a little tic-tac through the middle here. But these opening two turns, so well connected. Again, on the forehand, just roping big rail turns.
He's been surfing at the speed limit, Vaughan, on this ride. Pupo on the outside, he kicks out of one as well. 9 minutes to go. He wants to get that priority back on the outside, and many options here. He's got to have a crack at it. Chasing an excellent score though, and it's going to be hard to do on this wave unless he can pull a monster air, and that's what he's loading up for. Opens the stance, finds the section. Loses his footing. The board flickers in the wind. A big heat win for Miguel. Have a look at that big 8.17.
Wow, Miggy, that was an incredible performance. You're making the second ever final in your career. And let's be real, you've got a pretty good make rate when you make finals. You've made one, you won it. How does it feel to be in the final for a second time in your career?
It feels nice, you know. I knew it was going to be a tough one. You know, Griffin is an amazing surfer and great competitor. So we were playing a chess match in the beginning, you know, going back and forth, and he got I think a 2-point ride, and I knew that was my opportunity right there. Took off on like a mid-sized wave, and I think I turned a 6 into an 8 somehow, and I was happy with that. And after that, I was just looking for a backup.
We've been talking about it all week in our post-set interviews. There's the story of the Brazilians and the goofy footers. Well, guess what? Now that you've won the first semi-finals, we've got an all-Brazilian and goofy footer final. We know no matter who you get in the final, it's going to be an incredible matchup.
Yeah, definitely. You know, those guys are world champs, and yeah, I have no words for both of them. You know, it would be nice to have either one. You know, and yeah, I'll do my best. Just one more heat, and after that, I can rest.
One more heat to go, Miggy. We'll keep it short because it's absolutely freezing out here, guys. Thank you.